Hey Betting Nation, and welcome to Sunday's edition. How the devil are you? I'm going to Whitby today with the kids. We're going to play mini golf, we're going to play bowling, and we're going to go on the beach. Oh yeah, we're going to go on the beach. In this episode, I am going to show you a horse that not only has met our jumps well criteria, but also has the pace angle as well. And by the way, the pace angle was just part of it. I wasn't looking for pace at all. I was looking for horses that jump well. Anyway, my mouse is all sticky. The damn kids have been playing with it. Right, okay, so I fired up the software and I had a look at the search comments. Jump well, last 3 starts, 25% and over. So it took me down here. This one looks a really, really good one. However, the price is below my criteria. I like to do anything above 2, really, and probably a little bit more than 2, just so it gives you that much bit of wriggle room. Right, this one here, 3.25. Bearing in mind the price might have altered now because this was at 6 o'clock in the morning when I was looking at this. So all these have had jump well. And by the way, this one here, PISSTTT. I am so excited about looking at PISSTTT. It's the first race over the chase obstacles. Absolutely brilliant. Look at the stats, a 5 from 5. Obviously, purely because she, don't know, has won these races. However, look at these. 1.43, only as high as 1.51. 2.8 went to 4.4. 1.18 only went as high as 1.18. 1.57. This horse is incredible. I know it's won them all, but it doesn't, look, travelled well, jumped well, disputing, travelling well. This hits all, jump well, travelled well. It hits all my criteria, apart from it's the first time I've ever chased this today. And it's been off for nearly 2 years, or 2 years, 739 days it's been off for. So that, my friends, is not an in-play trade, but I'm really, really excited about seeing it still. Okay, onto the one that I'm looking at today. And by the way, I don't think I'm even doing it myself, just because I hadn't had enough time, but I wanted to show you what I look for to try and give you pointers. The idea of this channel isn't to give you tips. It's about to show you how you can make the most of your membership in the software and how you can actually search for horses yourself. Because there's no point in me giving you fish. I might as well teach you how to fish. And then therefore you can go and catch the fish whenever you want, all the time. So it's all about showing you what I look for and the criteria that I look for. And like somebody says that, well, they actually said about golden nuggets I'm giving here, but I'm not saying I'm a Wells expert, I'm not saying I'm an expert at it, but I'm just saying what I look for, and hopefully the way I talk about it, and you'll see what is important for me from an in-play trader, then you can see and implement them sort of things into your journey and your in-play trades. So we'll start with 240, this is the only one we're looking at. 240, 5 minutes, let's see if we can do it. So we're looking here, and jumped well, made all, stayed on well. I'm not so sure if it was even bothered about making all on this occasion, but we'll show the replay. Led, headed, 12 with leader, rain gain, 2.76 down to 1.8. Now, I'm not too bothered it was only a 34% reduction, because it was a 55 tick movement, and it was in a zone, that sort of zone there, 2.76 to 1.8, where it does take a lot of money to get down from that price to that price. So it don't bother me whatsoever. Look here, 3.11, only went as high as 3.25. As you guys know, I love horses that have won, but haven't traded higher as well. So that meets one of my, I suppose not criteria, it doesn't have to be, but it's something that I like. Here, 3.93. Only went as high as 3.9 here, 9.37 down to 5.7. You see, this was a bigger percentage move here than that one, but as you can see, that was only a 20 tick movement. That was a 58 tick movement. And so for me, that one was a far bigger movement value there than this one was, even though the percentage says this was better. Because look at the ticks. You've always got to take in consideration the tick movement, because the tick movement sometimes gives you a gauge on how good the move was, how big the move was. I'm explaining it terrible, I know that, but so let's move on. So I fired up that software there, jumped well, and then I went across to the in-running tool here and had a look at the races tab, 240. I organised it by Betfair current price. You can organise it by what you want. So let's organise it by pace, so we can see what pace is in the race, to see exactly how we think the race is going to be run. And by the way, you can easily do that on the pace tab as well. Depends, on the pace tab we have like different positions where the horses are likely to be, and we see here we've got somebody who could potentially take this horse on for the lead, but that doesn't matter for us. It doesn't matter for this horse Betting Nation to be taken on for the lead, because this horse jumps well and travels well. They're the big things for me. Here, led, niggled along and headed by winner 14th, big jump 15th. Now, when it says a big jump, that necessarily isn't a good thing. It can be a positive or it can be a negative. A big jump, you can take a lot of time in the air. It can be a tired jump where it takes off too early and it spends too much time in the air and therefore is not productive, if you like, in terms of speed. Because it's all about speed from one side of the hurdle to the next. So a big jump, you're just guessing if it's a positive or a negative, but more often than not, a big jump for me means a bit of a negative. Certainly a question mark anyway. Here, took clean hold, chase leaders, not fluent 6th. So on this one, it's led the last twice, and then this one, it chased leaders. This one here, press leaders, upside from 5th, mistake 8th. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen if the Two Amigos is going to want the lead. But that's not the big criteria for me. It doesn't really matter if the Two Amigos gets the lead or not. The form is working out really well. I haven't got time to go to the form with you, but it's race, that start there 2 starts ago is working out well. So let's have a look just how good this jumping is. Because jumping, like I said, jumping well affects the market in a real positive manner. And so I always like horses that jump well because that, especially if it's a front runner, because if it's a front runner, like I always say, you need more than just be a front runner. As you can see here, the Two Amigos there, it's not necessarily wanting the lead here, not necessarily wanting it. But the most fluent jump, the jockey's holding it back, so it doesn't have to lead. I just believe that at the races it's been in, that nobody else has got the speed. Here we go. Nobody has got the speed to actually take him on, so it could even be a good thing if that other horse takes him on for the lead. Takes him on? I don't know if it's a he or a she. He. So let's watch one more jump. It could be a long time for this jump because they admitted some chase obstacles here, so maybe we might not be able to get the jump. Anyway, you get my point. I like horses that jump well, very quick to find using the software. We've had loads of people actually email me yesterday and get in contact via Twitter, asking me, because I didn't actually put a link to the waiting list on yesterday, because I don't want to bog you down with links to the waiting list for every single video. So I'll put one on today. If you're interested in the waiting list, then there'll be a link below. And yeah, tomorrow I'll do another video. All right, guys, girls, whatever you're doing today, have an awesome day. And we will speak again on the 7th, Tuesday, Monday the 7th. And I've got a quiz going on. I don't know what happened. It's a damn wind. All right, Betting Nation, much man love. Have a great and super Sunday. All right, geezers, see you later. Bye.